now. Should be working. Alright, so we're back. Got a game plan going now for this XSS dashboard. The first thing is we need to, I want to edit XSS strike kind of in pair with this dashboard. So we're going to come over to generator, actually config. Let's do. What up, Sniper? What up, Roman? Yo. JavaScript functions to get a pop-up. We don't necessarily want a pop-up. We're gonna have to modify all of this for source attributes so we can get payloads that exfil. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yes. So let's just take this and go like this. That. So this is our basic payload. Here's functions. Now if we go to generator. Alright, so now in generator when we're looking at this, we need to generate payloads using the config that exfil. The payloads have to be specific to reaching out to the webhook. Details bad tag. Else if context equals attribute. This is really confusing. Breaker for script. And the generator is also based on context. But I want to modify this so default or nano on payload. What if we tried this? So let's just see what this even does. We do Python 3, XSS strike 2. Thank you. Let's go XSS backslash question mark HTML equals apples. Where is it grabbing that from? We don't want that header though. Style. Where is it grabbing that? Or bad tags? We need to figure out a way to just create. The filter checker is fine. What are bad tags? Things used between event handlers, things like we used before. Tags. HTML dev a details. Let's just do script. We're gonna make this easy and work our way up. So let's do that. Bad tags. Let's try this again. Details. Why does it have to use details? It's still using style. Comments. Let's just do this. You know what? Why are we even forcing this? Combine these two scripts. First is config, and second will be the XSS payload generator. I want stand alone Python file to test for to generate 20 XSS payloads that are specifically using this format because it needs to reach out to my webhook. So here's config. Here's generator. It needs to reach out to my webhook. Here is my base payload. There we go. Alright, let's see if ChatGPT can cook this up. Can you briefly tell me at what level the OSI network you are currently working on or using? The OSI model? Isn't that what it is? The OSI model? It's XSS, so it would be, I believe, the application layer. Application session network. Or application presentation session. All people seem to need data protection. So all application, P presentation, S session, T. Not transport. Dude, I haven't looked at the OSI model in a while. It is transport. All people seem to need data protection. What layer of OSI model does XSS operate at? Is it application? Because it's dynamic, it's real time. Layer 6, presentation is XSS. Input validation. So layer 6 is where sanitization occurs and execution, and then 7, session hijacking, access control bypass, man in the middle. Okay, interesting. So layer 6 is pretty much the execution model, or the execution layer. Bad tags. What is this? This doesn't... Really? What if we run this? Oh. Okay, we can build off of this. Actually, let's open VS. Actually, no. We'll do this for now. 7G. Actually, no. What am I doing? We'd want to put this into the XSS exploitation toolkit. Or we might want to make this a standalone. We do nano generate.py. chmod plus x generate.py. Python 3 generate py. Interesting. Okay. So with that, and I would like to also do filter checker. So we have our payload generator. What does this look different on? Standalone Python scripts. Just why is this generator script so long? I think it's accounting for so if we have the payload generator and we have that and we can generate payloads. What is this? Is that not? Just remove content between. It might be easier to just modify. What if we just did this? Modify generator script and XSS strike here, so it only generates payloads that will reach out to the webhook. If we need to, I want to be able to swap out current Python file and put this one in, and it still runs. In order to move forward correctly, it's necessary to notice, as I understand it, means protocols. Is there no base? Is it something that you always need to be aware of what level you're working at, or is it not important at all? It's important for the developer side, but the entire reason and intention behind the OSI model is that you can build out things at each layer, software tools, whatever, and they will work all in one. So you don't have to modify the entire like tech stack per se. But when you're working, like trying to hack a website, no, you don't need to worry about that. Okay, let's see how correct this is. You know, generating payloads, no vectors were crafted. Here's config script. It said no vectors were crafted. Modify this so it helps with the generator. What is it? What? Why is it doing that? It did not do it. proxies, remove that. How is it generating this? For definition fuzzers, URL params, that's fuzzers. Else if tag in script iframe embed object, if attribute name is source iframe or embed and attribute value equals XSS checker. What payload does it generate now? It still generates with style. What if we remove style? What happens? It's still using it? Test script. What? Look at that's our literal only payload and it's still generating. How is it doing that? Do this. New terminal, XSS strike NG, Python 3, XSS strike NG, tech U. It's still gonna generate with style. That's what I'm so confused. We need to get these to be like cross-site. Why is it doing that? Details. So what if we remove details? Okay, so that worked. And these payloads that generated over here, dev, details, on toggle. Is this gonna work? It should, in theory. Let's do this actually. We don't even need to do that. We can keep everything, you know? And then what we'll do is say tags that source will work in, because we just need to add, we can only generate payloads that are allowed to have source. What is every JavaScript tag that works with source? And actually, we can just go over to generator and add tag script iframe style. Attributes that have special properties. See, we need the special properties though. Where is it getting this style from? Where is it getting style from? it's not getting it from... WAF detected. Reflections found. Generating payloads. Generator. Occurrences. Response.txt. Progress. Is it getting it out of context, do you think? It's page source style. It might be. It might be because it's here? It's closing it out? It is. It's ending it. So that's the context. Oh, okay. So that's actually generating from here. Okay. So that's actually fine. So let's go back to config. And now we still need all of our... event handlers. Why isn't it inserting the payload? On pointer, enter. Prompt. Okay, so then what if we just append it to the end? If script efficiency equals 100. We need this to append. Code efficiency, type equals value, source doc. Okay, so this is fine. Where is... add payload. Payload's in script. Tags are fine. We need to modify generator. Add vector, JavaScript function. This quote efficiency is just a scaling. For I and occurrence. Context occurrences, I context. Where does script show up again? This is so confusing. So it imports all of the configs. Just ask ChatGPT this. You know what? We'll just say modify this so it. Actually, no. We'll just say rewrite this, but make it keep same functionality. So it's less confusing and easier to. Actually, no. We'll just do this. Add comments to this, and then we'll just go through and do it. Because we need to be able to add source block to everything. Which works. And we need to keep the context portion of it because that's a really good part. There we go. Handle event handler attributes. Efficiency levels, identify the context. Handles HTML context. Generate payloads for HTML context. What up? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Let me turn my music up. Let's go. Welcome. I know this is pretty boring. We're botting right now, but in terms of efficiency, this will help. Handle script iframe embed and object tags. Okay. And so now for tags, we need to include all of the tags that we can have. So it'll be iframe video, there we go, script. What are bad tags? That's what I'm a bit confused about. Image, audio, video. Let's say, what are the bad tags? What does that mean? Are those the dangerous ones? Oh, okay. Okay, so now we have this event handler. Payloads. And then we could just do a finale portion here. Attribute contest tag 12. second script. Let's save this. I think it just runs payloads as a test in the start. Payloads equal gen filings, C filings, text. Where's ends? So that's fine. We have those payloads. How does it know? L filings. Where's this used? Is this function defined? So what is this gen from core utils import gen? Oh wait, core dot utils. Here we go. So this is where it's actually generating the payload. Bait equals vector breaker. So it'll be breaker to separate it, closing bracket, R tag, the filing, event handler, something happens. E-filling equals E-filling plus function. Where's function getting pulled from? Here it is. Oh! So what if we do this? There we go. All right, let's try this. Oh, what? No vectors were crafted. If we remove that, what if we just do this? So it has to be confirmed, right? No payloads were crafted. What did I do? God damn it. Oh, it's the tags? Oh. The tags are what's making a difference. Why does it need dev? Why does it need A? I mean, we have the generator script right here. But I want to include, this is so frustrating. I want to include the context finder. On pointer. Random compatible tags. Would this work? If we just append that payload? Really? Let's try it. And then we need to clear out our local storage. That's where we're storing the browser ID for the webhook. HTML equals video. What if we remove this? What? Source controls. Storage localhost. It's not there. There's our inject payload. What? So what do we do? Ask me why. Look at that. It's working, but it's not hitting. There we go. Is this still, this isn't in my local storage, is it? No. What up, Harris? It's a lot going on. I'm trying to, I like this dashboard for XSS, and I want to try and modify XSS strike so it will generate payloads like this and call out to the webhook, in which you can send commands and execute them directly into their browser. Like this should have launched out. What if we do an image tag? We need this to execute though, like that. That's not working though. That should. And you can see it. That's from me. Why isn't it trying to load that? Why isn't it trying to load this? So I want to get XSS strike because it has a lot of user interactive payloads, which is fine and cool, but I want it to generate payloads specifically that'll call back out to this webhook. It's generating stuff that doesn't. Saying that. Really? Why? Let's just make sure we're not. Let's go down to our webhook and grab the working vector. That works. So script source works. Think of you sometimes. And it's in our local host. And we can send commands, user interaction dialog box. Hello there. Delete all. Delete all. Let's try this again. It's reaching out. We get it. I think of you sometimes. So let's come over here, send commands. This was working yesterday. You can see it. Here's the heartbeat. And this should come back online. Yeah. And now if we go to dialog box and we do hello. NS binding aborted. Yeah. it's context. We don't care about filter checker. Straight grab Docker. I don't know why this doesn't want to work now. We've added it also. We modified. Why is this? And oh. To store in local storage instead of session? It's active endpoints. So now let's pull it down. Why is what? Oh, this is a mess. Has active endpoints. Seriously? This is wild. It's fine. We'll force it. Network ID has active endpoints. It shouldn't. It should not. Kill this. This utils is Gen. We'll say does src equal attribute need to be in script tag. What tags support source? Let's go.
What's good?
Welcome.
Yeah.
What tags support source in JavaScript? Also, did we figure out how to kill this? Jeez. we please get this to work? This is fucking crazy. What port is that? Mm-mm-mm. Two 0797. What? Dude. Still not stopping them. This is insane. Why is this not? On the passenger side. Disconnect. Can we just do like a glob for all? Container. So we gotta disconnect these from the network and then we can kill it. There we go. Alright. There we go. This should work. Why isn't this working? Trying to modify this other code is getting crazy. Where's that other prune command? There we go. So now sudo docker compose. up. And it's doing the pull already. Okay, that's what they were saying yesterday. Somebody said you don't have to do Docker pull. Yeah. This doesn't do anything. So now if we go back to localhost, let's stop it. There we go. Now that should work with database, no? Alright, let's do sudo docker compose down. It would be nice to just be able to add all this into here to just generate. Like, this is gonna start to get very hectic moving between two tools and two files. What up, Flavor? That's gonna say the network. Yeah. Sudo docker. Okay. Up about an hour. It never killed that. Sudo docker down. Docker stop. What do you mean permission denied? running this as root. Fix this. Make bulk SMS. And then we need a P kill. Seven eight 72822. Stacker composed. Run tech off. Sudo. This is so crazy. We just killed the process though. What if we just restart? Tac build. Tac. Sudo docker ps tac a. don't add the Docker user. The reset database. What if we grep for container ID? Is that not the PID? Seven 6 2 8 4. Why is that? What? Whatever. Fuck it. We'll just remove Docker. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, it exited. Okay, so it's not even running anymore. So if we do sudo docker tech compose. Tag build tag no cache. Tag f. Tag no cache? Isn't that an option? Oh, just build flag and then no cache. Okay. go. What? What? What are we missing here? Get volumes. Left, install Docker. Start Docker. Get container volumes. Do we want to remove? No, we don't. I don't think we want to remove this, although we haven't really done much. Docker tag compose. systemctl start Docker compose. Docker tag daemon. System. We might have to restart the daemon. Systemctl restart. Or what is it to reset the daemon? Restart. Docker daemon service. This is after killing it. We probably killed something we shouldn't have. It's not running. It's active, triggered by Docker socket. What's going on? Sorry, Docker container. That was weird. Okay. Bizarre. Restart Docker daemon. I might have to just restart. Okay. What about that? Install docker.io. Maybe because it's already running, I may just have to restart. There we go. So if we do docker ps tech a. Okay. So let's do sudo docker compose build no cache. I'll just do that. Sudo docker compose optag d. And it'll build everything. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we go localhost. There we go. Alright. So with that running, I'm giving, like, this is, here's config hook.js down here. There we go. And then we have our cookie. Oh, wait. Because we already have it in our local storage. We already had. Delete all. And now let's re-request it and we'll show up. We're on here. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. Finally back. Probably not the best environment to be deving in. Could set this up better. Updater we don't care about. This utils thing. So what we need to do. Let's go. Appreciate the follow. Oh yeah. This has got to be a very brutal stream though. So I appreciate you guys. Okay, see, that's fine. The escape. And he's using dev. So do we have the generate file in here? No, it's in here. Oh no, we lost the generate file. Oh shit. This is it. Nano generate.py. Oh, we have it. So we do Python 3 generate.py. Now if we do this. It doesn't want to work. HTML on mouse over verticals script. So script worked. And over here, if you run it. which is going to be like here, we'll say. And source. What is going on with our connection? Lagging out. Audio embed script. What about this for audio? Why isn't this executing? This is wild. It has to be in a script block. And it has blind also. So script works. It has to be script. What about that? What is it like for this? Damn near the same thing. Escapes the style on mouse over prompt A. What up, Dante? Figured I'd stop in another couple other dev channels. Yeah, this is it's quite the standstill at the moment. So it can only grab JavaScript. Like, the source should reach out, right? So it got it. You see that? It got it. But it didn't do anything. Oh, it has to be script. Oh. It has to be script to execute the webhook. Oh. That's interesting. So it has to be within script tags. We don't have any cookies. Yeah, that worked. So it has to be script in order to send commands to the client's browser. Script example. Okay, so I think the thing has to be script because I tried with image and the webhook doesn't execute because it is a JavaScript file. So I don't think other tags would work. I've tested with image and others and they retrieve endpoint but do not execute webhook. So how, for what other tags like script work for JavaScript files? Damn it. So it doesn't even matter. What up, Sonny? What are you doing? We're trying to mess with this like XSS server that responds to webhook, but I want to be able to generate or take XSS strike, and I forked a repo, and I wanted to try and make a version that generates payload specifically for external JavaScript retrieval. But it seems like it's an edge case. iframe would work, really? So let's go to local storage. We don't have anything. Ooh. Fuck, what happened? It's not executing though. Because XSS strike included a style tag. Like that. Maybe that'll work. So it got the hook. It's cached. Does it have to be? There it goes. It has to have a script attribute. What up, Crispy? Yeah, how I started. I guess in college I started with computer science. Made it through Calc 4. Failed Python 101. Switched to game development. Didn't enjoy it. Started doing Try Hack Me. This is probably like 5 or 6 years ago. Started doing Try Hack Me. And I really enjoyed that stuff. But I wouldn't say I really got computer intensive until a couple years ago. Or just into technology. I will say an inspiring story. My boss, when I was hired as an intern at AAA, a cybersecurity intern, he was like 38, 40. God, he was probably making like, well, like pretty close to $1 million a year salary. And 10 years prior, he was a manager at Denny's. And it's like, because a lot of people always ask, like, is it too late? Am I too late? Like, no. You're never too late. And I feel like a lot of older people especially pivot into cybersecurity from something else. Not a lot of people start in it. But it is, if you put the time and effort into it and you're applying, getting your foot in the door is the hardest part, right? It takes a lot of applications, at least in my experience, to land that first internship. And then after that, it was off to the races. But it depends what you're looking for. Audio element should be able to achieve XSS outside of its script tag. They can, but it's not executing the file. Does JavaScript needs to be a part of the embedded content, e.g. an HTML page containing script? The thing is the word script is gonna get blacklisted. I am 23. And I did security engineering for just over 2 years, 2 years and 2 months. And then the last 6-7 months, I've been a red team penetration tester. And before that, like I really started to get into it. Like when I started the internship, I knew very minimal, not a lot, about cybersecurity, or just even like technology in general. I was always curious, but I did not, like, I was definitely at intern level. I was 42 when I started school of cybersecurity. I'm now older with almost 3 years experience as a penetration tester specializing in internal pen tests. Let's go. Congrats. Yeah, I took the OSCP last week or Sunday and failed by 10 points. It was a successful fail though. You know, it worked out. I saw the exam. The whole thing is like my goal. I started studying for the OSCP last year in January. So I took the test almost exactly 12 months from when I started studying. And I would also say when I started that, the last 12 months is when I really started going in, like investing a lot of time into learning penetration testing and red teaming. But the goal was to do red teaming and apply to pen test jobs after OSCP, and it ended up flipping the script, and I became a pen tester before getting OSCP, which was really nice. But I still really want the OSCP. It's not enforced by the company at all. Like, they don't make you get the OSCP, but I feel like as a personal achievement, it would mean a lot to me to get the OSCP certification, especially with how long I've been trying to get it. Like, it's more of just a personal arc than anything at this point, but I definitely, for the sake of sanity and sleeping, need it. I don't know why. What if we change to US? It keeps disconnecting and dropping. Or well, you could redirect them to another page, but then if you go to another page and then run this. I was able to get a penetration testing job with no certs, right place, right time, 100%. OSCP is good, and I will say kind of basic, especially with AD. Dude, I love AD so much. InPacket, NetExec, just put me in the backpack. I'm a massive fan of it. But yeah, it was surprised. The exam is like, after taking it, all the exploits and escalations were so easy. I ended up screwing myself by 1, going down the rabbit holes, 2, blaming myself for something not working, like assuming I'm doing something wrong. And 3, just completely overthinking every escalation. Anyone can do this if you're passionate and willing to put in the work. 100%. 100%. Yeah. It's addicting. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's one thing to talk about hard work and say you're gonna do it, but it's another thing to stick to it and see it through. Which I also didn't think I would enjoy cybersecurity that much because of the massive learning aspect. But I realized I just hated school format and learning about shit I don't care about. Now, like, I can't get enough of learning. All cybersecurity and all that stuff is learning and research. And you're just enumerating, finding out more. Like, you can never master and know everything, right? And what's so cool about this domain is there will always be a you don't know what you don't know category of knowledge pertaining to your job. Like, there is always something you don't know. Like, you don't know what you don't know. So there's always something more to learn. You can never master everything. And let's say you do master everything, they just dropped V2. So it's nice because there's always something you can do, and you prevent burnout by just focusing on something else or doing something else, learning bash, learning shell scripting. Like, I got sick of flags for a minute after OSCP, so now I wanted to do some dev stuff and try and remake XSS Strike and blend these two together. Dude, I did so many boxes on HTB and OSCP. HTB and TryHackMe preach, CTF in general preaches outside the box thinking, edge case escalations, edge case exploits, right? Like, HTB is like, okay, here's where you get to kind of be creative with your methodology. Like, it's not going to be straight shot. OSCP is all inside the box thinking. Like, OSCP, one of the standalone boxes I got stuck on for like 3 hours. I'm like looking up the versioning of it, trying all these different exploits, like reworking these POCs, and it's default creds. Like, I never would have thought the OSCP exam escalation to get a flag was literally default credentials. It's so trivial. Like, my expectations for the exam and the challenges were so much more over-engineered than it actually was. And I really screwed myself by doing that. Because I just did not expect... But, like, everyone's like, oh, the OSCP is so hard. The OSCP is so hard. At this point, I'm convinced if you can do a medium box on Hack the Box with no write-up, you could do the OSCP minus the AD section, because you'd probably have to do some more work on that. But the standalone boxes were like, I just over-engineered everything. And I'm pissed because I wasted so much time going down these rabbit holes that entertain the overthinker just to turn out like, oh, it was something else. It was blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. The exam was very frustrating in that aspect, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, right? I never check for default creds. I never check for that. And it's like, oh, you get default creds, like, dude, it's I don't know. I expected harder stuff. Because that's what HTB and CTF trains you on. Is like, you want to be, like, it wants to kind of run those edge cases. Yeah. I will say, biggest takeaway, I love the exam format, and the proctoring software is absolutely beautiful, completely browser-based, multiple monitors, so easy to use. If you've done other certifications that require you to install software, or some of them don't even run on Linux, then you will know that some certs are an absolute pain in the ass to take. Like HashiCorp, when I was taking their certifications, was the hands down worst proctoring software I've ever used. And cost me exam attempts as well. But OSCP, the exam format, the flow of it, like how it's laid out is chef's kiss. The exam creators perfected that aspect. And I know Droid just did an HTB box, so I don't know, or an HTB cert, so I don't know if what the proctoring was like on that, but it was just very refreshing to do a certification exam and not fight the proctoring software for an hour before. So shout out whoever set up OSCP's exam format. Does the webhook? Get the man a raise. Yeah, he needs one. He crushed it. See, this is fine. But, like, how often are you actually about to get a payload with the word script in it through Cloudflare? JavaScript, how to run external JavaScript file. Or we'll say this, tags to run. See this? It's all script, but how often are you really going to be able to use script ID? Like script in XSS, it's gonna get blocked. That might work. Why is that doing that? It should be going to local storage. I don't know why it's not. So it's going there. HTML. Nope. what the? It got it. But it doesn't execute. This fetches the file, but it's not executing the webhook. Do we need to... Because it's thinking it's data. It's like importing the file, but we need it to call it. And at first, I was going to modify XSS Strike to just generate payload tags with source attribute, but it turns out source attribute is not the case. It has to have source, or it has to have script. I mean, what if we did this, right? If we did... Let's go to generator. I'll go print vectors. Now let's go back to... Let's go to my site with the XSS on it. Cloudflare is running. Nice. Find, confirm, style, it exits out. Which is fine, but we need script. It's everything but. XSS Cloudflare bypass script tag. That's what we need to figure out. So let's do this. Replace with script. Or actually, could we just run fuzz? Let's just do tech fuzzer. Do I have Cloudflare WAF on? Let me check my Cloudflare. I set up this intentionally vulnerable XSS site with Cloudflare. Okay, it is on. With Cloudflare WAF enabled, so I can practice rate limited or find bypasses on the Cloudflare WAF on a known vulnerable XSS site, my own, with the Cloudflare WAF rules enabled. So let's try this. There we go. Let me make sure my WAF is unblocked. There we go. Put your webhook into it. It doesn't pass, damn. See that? Why? How does that actually just pass Cloudflare? Are we serious? Wrong. Way wrong. Yeah, she lying. You know what? Pete actually sent, I think, an active XSS payload. Let me see. Let me try and find this real quick. There it is. Will this work? Single quote. Blocked. Yeah, that's the issue with this, is you have to have an external. What if you had set up like, no, because you need the JavaScript to execute on that page. You can't forward it to a third party and then try and get cookies. This worked. This worked? Really? Okay, so let's try this. Let's check the network. It hates script. Does this work on localhost? No. As a whole, as it's constantly updating, your attempt at solving it, however, that require quite good reverse engineering skills. The website you're attempting to scrape does not need to be very fast. JavaScript tags that execute JS files. I didn't even include script in my fuzzing yesterday because I knew it would be blocked every time. Yeah. That seems to be the theme, though. It's pretty consistent. So if we go to run JavaScript inside, we can't use script, though. Execute JavaScript files in HTML. This blocks it. JavaScript tag. And we don't really care, though, about anything else. If this is what we're trying to get to, it has to be script. There's not a single other script tag replacement. That goes to it. That's a redirect. But we don't need a redirect. What we need is... Oh. No. What should we do this HTML encoder? Let's go script. Still blocks it. Get out of here, no way. course, I already thought of that, obviously, right? What does that look like? That's it? Blocked. 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 Oh man. It has to have a script tag. That is so unfortunate. That's gonna. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Because we can't include script tag. Well, see if we can grab our crawler. Savage tag on the feed equals XY unload. What about can onload attribute run external JavaScript? Really? Onload equals my function. And then it has to have the script tag. Body onload my function. script source my script JS runs that body on load. Once it loads, it runs a function. Unload that function, blah blah blah, get script. XSS. What up, Mr. Ant-Man? Royal Club. I think it's RK61. Yeah. There it is. Nice and loud. Mouse over, on toggle. Confirm is not gonna do shit for us though. What you have to remember is that what lies within the script tags is opaque to the browser. Its job is having seen script to gather up everything largely without parsing it until it sees script and then add intervening text off the JavaScript mention. That's a bummer. How did OSCP go? I failed the OSCP by 10 points. But we are taking it again in 4-ish weeks. 3.5 weeks now. Kobogunikan, ChatGPT. I did. And ChatGPT, also welcome, is not really helping us here. You have to use JS files or script tags. It's unfortunate. That works with script. That's just not realistic though. Especially with Cloudflare. I mean, if you find a site without Cloudflare, yeah, but Ubuntu. GBT Plus, yes. I think it's time to do some Burp Suite. Not necessarily productive for development, but I definitely understand JavaScript more and the dependencies. We even wrote a little JavaScript, just crazy. I just wish that would work. I really wish that script would work. This is such a pretty dashboard. This is not my real IP either, so we're using VPN. I'm in South Carolina. Fuck, this is so good. What if... So if you can insert script though, nothing executes when you encode the event handlers. It's not gonna be an encoding bypass. If you find it, it's gonna be like one of those wonky ones that like this. I'll send it in the chat. It's gonna be something like that. Something just ridiculous with character replacements. Yeah, the encoding's not gonna work just because it's too easy to just have a rule decode. But that would work. I don't know if you could do that for a tag header though. I know, it is nasty. I don't know if you could do that for headers too. Probably. That's a bummer. It's a real bummer. Yeah, you'd have to find some way to... If you did script on air equals... Let's see if that even like... Source equals X. That's hard coded. So what if we did like that? It loaded the image. It's on air though, is not on air. Ooh, this looks better. On air equals K equals E. Yeah, yes, XSS local playground. We're trying to build out a tool. But we found the limitations. Fuck, wouldn't it always be though within? I mean, what if you did this? JS2 equals testing HTML entity encoding. It works for your HTML code elements. For a script? Hook.js. Do it all. What does that end up looking like?
You can get 2 more times.
Let's go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. JS equals. HTML on the page, but it doesn't execute the event. Yeah, the JavaScript aspect is definitely interesting. Although it's kind of frustrating. Pretty bummed out. Wow. Yeah, it's all these user event triggers. This doesn't help though because it's not script. And also the validation, as we saw yesterday, does not always work. XSS strike is not always correct. Fucker. Damn. Like at this point, you don't even need. They just haven't. Damn. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. We are going to close out all this. Let's see, yes, this is exploitation tool. Sudo docker tag compose. Perfect. And now let's fire up the VM. And we will do some BSCP prep because I need another certification while I wait in limbo for the OSCP to make me feel better. And I think we could grind out the Burp Suite one in 4 weeks. I don't know why my stream keeps bugging. It is, actually I definitely know why. There. What happened? Nice. You feel less with you on the passenger side. Yeah, I just turned off the VPN. I was just using VPN for the XSS part because it returned public IP and I didn't need to dox myself. So now VPN is off. It will be much more stable. There we go. And we got Fred again a little louder. Come on. There we go. Alright. I'm going to be back to grab water. Water and bathroom. Need to chill out on Dev. Dev is not working out. It's too forced. Let's go forward first. Need a hat too. I feel crazy. So I have a new Portswinger account because of, you have to do all the practitioner ones, I'm pretty sure. From work to get the pro subscription, so I need to do a lot of the labs I think you have to do every practitioner one to take the BSCP. Every SQL one is just practitioner. Web shell. Upload via race condition. Jeez. Okay. Beautiful wallpaper. Thank you. We did a video, geez, it's probably like what now? 2-3 weeks ago. And we tried to run a HTTP machine from a Windows XP VM. And it is crazy how dated that technology is. We couldn't even connect to the internet. We had to like import a compiled browser through FTP, like an OpenSSL bootleg version that somehow works on Windows XP that some guy made. And then, and then we were able to connect to the VPN, ping the box. Absolutely zero support for tools on Windows XP, which obviously makes sense. But it was pretty crazy to to see it. Listing the database contents. This lab contains a vulnerability in the product category filter. The result from the query or return to the application's response. You can use check. The application has a login function. The database contains a table that holds usernames and passwords. You need to determine the name of this table and the columns it contains and retrieve the contents of the table to obtain the username and password of all users. Oh shit. Good stuff. Alright, I will be right back. Yes, port switcher labs are free. Someone just said there's a CTF tournament tomorrow for HTV. Called Vice. I don't want to log in. Do I have to?
To find me behind, me behind. It's hard to find, lost again. I can't find a way, I can find no freedom. I'm so bad.
Huh.
Find no freedom. Life is so bad.
I think it's just season 7? Interesting. Alright, let's access this. Scope, advanced, add, proxy, intercept on tour, like that. Product search, there we go. Send it, turn it to render. And we should get an error from single quote. It's not blind. It is error. Okay, but it's not error based. So we could do single quote. Let's go to SQL union. Plus 1 plus order plus by plus 2. It's Oracle, so I think there we go. So 2's valid, 3 is not. So we know it's 2. And now we can do this. Once we do order by union plus select plus 1 1. Internal server error, instead of numbers, let's use strings. Union select. Oh wait, you need a from statement in Oracle union select 1 1 plus from plus from plus all underscore tables. There we go. Okay. Union select table underscore name. Look at that. Dual help. We need Oracle database. Right? Are we trying to get database? Oh no, we need to find users. Tables, 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 tables. Select column name from all columns. That's Postgres. Select column name from all tables again. What? You're gonna take part in season 7 on HTB? Absolutely. SQL nerd is natural habitat. I love SQL. Does Oracle use where from all tables? Substring comment database contents. Select all from all tables. All tab columns. Select all underscore tab underscore columns from all tables. And select all from all tab columns. Select column underscore name. I guess we have to figure out where it's stored, right? So where would users be? Or does we have to use a You need to determine the name of this table. And the columns it contains. Select table name 1 from all columns. We need to do where column name like SQL injection Oracle DB. What is the syntax? Table name from. Oh, there we go. So select table name from all tab columns where column underscore name plus like plus user. What? Oh. There we go. What? You can select table name from all tab columns for column name like user. What about user pass? Select table name. What about if we take column name? Auth password X from all tab columns for column name like user. All underscore DB links. All union select column name from all underscore DB underscore links.
Taking apart everyone you dated since.
Table name. From, what if we just did this? From all underscore tables plus where. Or wait, no. Select all. Select username. From. Is that not the right one? Select table name and column name. Table name is all DB links from all tab columns for column name like user. So let's send that again. So we know that is valid. What about all underscore DB links? Is that going to show up again in here?
Creeping through the night. A ringmaster bus.
Auth password.
To another. As I look around, all
Oh, wait. We know the username is administrator.
Hello, mate.
And, like, ID.
I'm not gonna be here forever. Fuck it.
Like, username. All caps.
You are my friend.
Can we inject by content?
We all remain together.
So, loading up box 1, let's go.
Their acceptance is making me feel a bit awkward.
Select.
Let's dance again, shall we?
Where ID equals 1.
Turn left up the street, nothing but grey concrete and dead beats. Grab something sweet, Lucky D's or KFC. Only one choice in the city. One voice in my pity, now let's get to the meat.
Select a username.
Tune reminds me of my first D. Like unique, still 16 and feeling horny. Point to the sky, feel free. See a people all equal, smiles in front and behind me. Swim in the deep blue sea, cornfields sway lazily.
Select username.
Where you from, what's you on and what's your story?
Username from all underscore DB underscore links. That's not a valid table. That is. Okay. Where com name like PWD password. Pass. It's gonna be capitalized. Okay, where table name select column underscore name, column name from all tables. Where table name like. What is this one? We don't want to do a view, so those view ones aren't going to be helpful. What about that auth password? Auth flag. So let's do from. So select column name, column name. That doesn't work. Makes sense. Select auth underscore password. Why doesn't that work? LNKU. What do the other columns share? Flag? Select flag. And this is selecting column names from all table columns where table name. Oh wait, here, let's do this. Select column name and then table name. Yeah. EXU10 LNKU. EXU10 LNKU. Select name. Oh, is it in a different database? From all underscore tables where table underscore name like host flag auth underscore user. Where COL you where column name like pass. Yeah, OBS is bugging. Yes, it is capitalized. Select column name, table name from all table columns where table underscore name like EXU 10 LNKU. What? Internet disconnected. That's buggy. Okay. Are we good again? That's so weird. Select password. Password.